2822 News Midday starts right now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Tom Williams. We now know who was killed in that machete attack in Scranton. Two women identified as 61-year-old Linda Fortuna and 59-year-old Terry Muller, a U.S. veteran, were killed. Muller's service dog Nyla also killed. Officers report they found 38-year-old Michael Woods wearing bloody clothing and carrying the big knife outside German apartments on Biden Street Tuesday night. Investigators found the two women with several stab wounds. They later died at the hospital. Now, they also found the dog stabbed to death under a bed. A third victim remains in critical condition. Police say Woods admitted to taking hallucinogenic drugs earlier in the day. The DA says Woods lived in the apartments and moved to Scranton from New Jersey in 2020.
This was a gruesome, reprehensible, and senseless act of violence where three women and a service dog were attacked in the hallway of the 6th floor of their apartment building. The vast majority of this incident, the vast majority, is all on video surveillance, and it is horrific to watch.
And a motive remains under investigation today. Woods behind bars in Scranton on homicide and other charges. Well, we're still feeling the effects of that snow, and we could see even more today. Let's get our first look at the forecast. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tom. Yeah, so far we had some snow showers and squalls earlier this morning. We've caught a little bit of a break and some peaks of sunshine, which is certainly nice, but there still will be the threat for additional snow showers and even a few squalls here this afternoon. As we take a look right now, and we'll show you the radar, you can see still some snow shower activity across our northern tier, parts of central Pennsylvania. We'll expect some of this to continue to drop south and east here over the next several hours. And you can really see the lake effect activity picking up here with that strong northwest wind off the lakes. We'll look for windy conditions to continue for today. Right now, 27 Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 22 in Mount Pocono, 28 currently in Bloomsburg, and right now 29 in Williamsport. And those winds have certainly picked up here from earlier this morning and sustained anywhere from 10 to 15, even 20 miles per hour for some spots. Some of those gusts, occasionally 25 to even 35 miles per hour, will be possible. Tom, we'll talk more about the snow squall threat for today and also what's expected heading into the weekend. Full forecast in just a few minutes.
Logan, thank you. Well, those additional snow showers he's talking about today could make the roads a little bit tricky. Here's a look at Interstate 81 right now in Scranton. You can see the roads are clear at this point. They're not even wet. Crews have been busy treating the roads, but there could be some problems on some of the back roads. You can even see more information at our website, 2822news.com. And we also found some hazardous road conditions in Schuylkill County. Here's a look at the roads in the Tamaqua area. While main roads were cleared, side roads were untreated and still covered in snow, slush, and ice. Be careful out there. Slick roads at least partially to blame for a deadly crash in Lycoming County. Police say a car missed a curve and hit a tree on a back road east of Williamsport yesterday. The 33-year-old from Unityville was taken to the hospital where she died. Tawny Ray Shook was that driver. 5 more people under arrest, including the suspected shooters after a homicide in Luzerne County. 18-year-old Raphael Sands was shot and killed on Center Street in Freeland earlier this month. A 15-year-old was wounded. Authorities now say Emmanuel Feliz and Lysander Pichardo pulled the trigger. Police also report Wally Torres, Johan Castillo, and Wally Bonilla were involved as well. They are all charged with homicide. Edgar Polanco was charged last week as being the lookout. No cause yet on that big fire in Scranton. Flames broke out at the old West Side Hotel on South Main Avenue early yesterday morning. Several people had to be rescued, 5 taken to the hospital, including a firefighter. About 2 dozen now staying elsewhere. Kilcoyne's Bar on the first floor also damaged by smoke and water. Now, the chief believes at least part of that building will have to come down. It is a sure sign of the season in central Pennsylvania, a taste of the old country in Union County. The 2025 Christkindl Market kicks off this afternoon in Mifflinburg. The authentic German Christmas market features crafters, live music, and German foods. You'll find everything from homemade candles to nutcrackers to glass ornaments, fresh baked strudel, cookies, and German beer also on the menu. Now, the Mifflinburg Christkindl Market runs from 4:30 to 9 today, tomorrow 10 till 9, and again on Saturday 10 until 8. And the wintry weather is a welcome sight for skiers and snowboarders around here. Montage Mountain in Scranton welcomed skiers for the first time this season yesterday. Thanks to yesterday's snow and the man-made stuff, guests on the mountain ready to hit the slopes and take on some of the 27 trails.
It's a great day. It's nice out and it's snowing, so it gets a little bit on the ground, so it's making it easier to ski. Having a good time, and it's just good old fun. I'm excited. I've been waiting for them to open.
And if you can't ski, Montage does offer classes for beginners. And if you have any snow photos to share, we want to see them. Send it to us through our Reported app. Scan the QR code on your screen and upload your videos and pictures. You might even see them on 2822 News. The state treasurer who wants to be governor just picked up another endorsement. Attorney General Dave Sunday said Pennsylvania needs leaders like Stacey Garrity who put service over self, which is why he's endorsing his fellow Republican. Now, State Senator Doug Mastriano said he is thinking about running again and could challenge Garrity in next year's primary. He's expected to make a decision early next year. The winner of that primary will likely face current Governor Josh Shapiro in November. And since President Trump kicked off his affordability tour in the Poconos, prices in the economy have been full focus in Washington. Jared Hill takes a look.
Today in the Senate, a split on health care.
We're fighting to reduce premiums, and specifically on the Affordable Care Act.
The chamber set to vote on dueling bills as COVID-era health care subsidies are expected to skyrocket at the end of the year. Dems pushing for an extension, Republicans
directly to the patient, not to the insurance company, and it does it in a way that actually saves money.
Neither is expected to pass. It's the latest focus on pocketbook issues for everyday Americans. In an economic speech in Pennsylvania,
the new word is affordability.
President Trump roasted Democrats for their focus on the issue, blaming them for higher prices, as he continued Wednesday to tout his administration's successes.
The economy is roaring. I think the economy is only going to go, better with all this money pouring in.
At a grocery store in Pennsylvania, shoppers said they're still hurting.
Prices are just too high. Everything is too high.
In its focus on immigration, Wednesday, the White House also launched the website for an expedited visa program dubbed the Trump Gold Card, selling for at least $1 million to visitors who provide a substantial benefit to the U.S.
All funds go to the United States government. Could be a tremendous amount of money.
Back on Capitol Hill, the House cleared the National Defense Authorization Act. The $900 billion policy would increase pay for troops, repeal sanctions on Syria, and provide military aid to Ukraine. Next, it heads to the Senate for a vote.
And the Federal Reserve cut its benchmark interest rate by 1/4 percentage point yesterday, bringing the federal funds rate to its lowest level in more than 3 years. Lower rates can bring down borrowing costs for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards. The board's vote was divided as the Fed tries to address both slowing job growth and also rising inflation. The central bank has also signaled it could just issue one rate cut next year, though Fed officials say they will make that decision based on further economic data. A bold escalation of the controversial conflict in the Caribbean still ahead on 2822 News Midday. Venezuela's response to the military action, ongoing drug war there.
Hey.
Well, tensions are ratcheting up again in the Caribbean after the U.S. seized the Venezuela oil tanker on Wednesday, not long after it left port. Jared Hill reports Venezuela calls the seizure a serious international crime, and it's vowing to defend its homeland.
It's the moment an elite U.S. military unit rappelled from helicopters onto an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela, guns drawn, executing a seizure warrant.
It was seized for a very good reason.
The Trump administration says the tanker was part of an illicit oil shipping network supporting terrorist organizations like Hezbollah, and that for years it was used to transport sanctioned oil between Iran. President Trump was asked about what'll happen to the oil on board.
I assume we're going to keep the
Venezuelan government called the operation a shameless robbery and an act of international piracy. It's a dramatic escalation in the region where the U.S. has built up a major military presence and conducted at least 22 strikes on alleged drug boats. The White House says it's part of the president's push to combat drug trafficking. In an interview with Politico this week, President Trump issued a warning to Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro.
His days are numbered.
Can you rule out an American ground invasion?
I don't want to rule in or out. I don't talk about it.
Maduro has accused the Trump administration of pressing for regime change in order to control the country's oil reserves. On Wednesday, he criticized Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who appeared in Oslo after winning the Nobel Peace Prize. She dedicated the award to the, quote, suffering people of Venezuela and President Trump.
And Maria Corina Machado was not present at yesterday's Nobel Prize ceremony. Her daughter accepted the award on her behalf. Kilmar Abrigo Garcia could be a free man after a federal judge ruled he should be released from immigration detention. The Salvadorian national has an American wife and child who has lived in Maryland for years. Abrigo Garcia originally immigrated to the U.S. illegally as a teenager. In March, his case became a rallying point for those who oppose Trump's immigration crackdown. And the Trump administration has been ordered to stop deploying National Guard troops in California for now. A judge granted a preliminary injunction sought by California officials yesterday. He put that decision on hold until Monday to allow the Trump administration to appeal. In June, the president deployed more than 4,000 Guard members to L.A. amid protests over immigration raids. About 100 remain. The judge ordered them returned to the state's command. Ukrainian President Zelensky says a presidential election could be held in his country in the next 3 months if the safety of voters at polling stations can be ensured. His comments come after President Trump suggested Zelensky is using Russia's war with Ukraine as an excuse to remain in power. Zelensky has spent the week meeting with European leaders to talk about a peace plan. And a Trump administration plan could soon require some visitors to the U.S. to provide their social media history in order to enter the country. The administration wants to look back as far as 5 years. In the proposal, travelers coming from countries that are part of a visa waiver program would have to give extra personal information as part of an online application. Travelers might also be required to hand over past phone numbers. This proposal would impact 42 countries, including the UK, Israel, and Japan. Congressional leaders hosted a menorah lighting ceremony for Hanukkah at the Capitol. Speaker Mike Johnson and Senator Chuck Schumer attended the event, stressing unity despite their political differences. Hanukkah begins at sunset Sunday and ends at sunset on December 22nd. Another Big Ten team looking for a new coach. Michigan's head coach is in a jail cell. He was arrested only hours after being fired from the job. Sharon Moore was fired for what the school called an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Police have not yet explained why Moore was arrested. The 39-year-old spent 2 seasons as Michigan's head coach, leading the Wolverines to a 9-3 record this year and a berth in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Eve. And they're on track to deliver the ultimate holiday cheer as the jackpot has now grown to the $1 billion mark. Nobody matched all the winning numbers last night, so that means Saturday's drawing now set to be one of the biggest in Powerball history. And that takes us to our Instapoll question of the day. Would you tell anybody if you won that Powerball? You can vote on our Instapoll by scanning the QR code on your screen on 2822news.com or the drop-down menu on our app. After you do that, head over to our Facebook page and leave a comment about why you chose the option, and we could show it in one of our newscasts. Well, we are seeing a little bit of sunshine, but we could see some snow as well. We'll talk to Logan next. Logan, back down from the roof where there was a little bit
Yeah.
of sun on your face.
A little bit of sun,
No
but
tan for you, but a little bit of sun.
no tan, no. But the wind, though, it's been blowing, and it's certainly adding to the chill. So even though it looked like it was maybe warm up there,
It's not, I know.
It's not. So
I
yeah.
wasn't wondering. I know it's cold up there.
Yeah, it is cold out there for sure. Not getting any warmer, too. Look right now at our Scranton camera from Montage Mountain, and great for the slopes, though. I'm sure all the ski resorts are loving this weather, especially with we've been running below average every single day so far since December 1st. And as we take a live look right now, we've had some peaks for some sun, but still expecting those clouds to kind of return here as we go into the afternoon. You can certainly see more of those off to our north and west. And also, in addition, there will be more additional snow showers and even a few snow. But nonetheless, hey, we'll enjoy some of the sunshine right now. But still, some areas up towards our northern tier, we are seeing some snow flurries, some snow showers, and haven't seen any squall activity since early this morning. We had a few snow squall warnings out into parts of central Pennsylvania, around parts of Union, Snyder, and also Clinton counties. But so far, it's been pretty quiet, but we do have a better threat for more of those snow showers and squalls for the next several hours. So satellite radar really showing the lake effect activity continues to pick up, and we'll be dealing with that here for the rest of the day and into this evening. Right now, 27 Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. I have 22 for Mount Pocono, 29 for Williamsport, currently 27 for Towanda, and right now at 20 for Montrose. And those winds have been picking up here from early this morning and still sustained anywhere out of the west-northwest from around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Some of those gusts potentially will reach anywhere between 25 to 35 miles per hour, and you can see some of the gusts currently falling within to that range, especially here parts of the Poconos and especially east of I-81, kind of seeing those higher gusts at this time. So still this evening and our afternoon and evening, there will be additional scattered snow showers, and still the potential's there for snow squalls as well. General accumulations, if you pick up snow showers, perhaps a little bit of a dusting or a coating, but if you do get under one of those heavier bands, some of those squalls, maybe perhaps even an inch or two, that looks more isolated, but still, regardless, temperatures are into the 20s, so no matter if you get a little bit of a dusting or even 2 inches per se, still those roads can certainly ice up pretty quickly, and you can get those brief whiteout conditions, so be mindful and stay alert here this afternoon as you're traveling out on the roadways. So Futurecast showing here, you start to see more of that snow shower and squall activity pick up as we get into the afternoon time frame. So we'll be watching for those squalls potentially here as we go into the next few hours. Then as we get into later this evening, things start to kind of wind down a little bit more. Still maybe a few snow showers are left over, but generally looking for mostly cloudy sky, drier weather here for tonight. Clouds, some sun here for Friday. We do have a weak disturbance to our south that will try to give us some snow showers down towards West Virginia and Virginia. Then as we get into Saturday, we do have a clipper here to our north. This gives us a few flurries and a few snow showers, but we're also watching this piece of energy that's going to be pushing through here for Saturday evening and into Saturday night and Sunday morning. That will have the opportunity to give us some light snow as well. I think right now kind of a better chance for that closer towards Philly and New York, but we still may be clipped with some of that. And then heading into Sunday, still potentially some lake effect flurries and some snow showers here on the backside. Like I mentioned, every single day though for the month of December so far for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton has been below average, and we'll continue with that pattern here pretty much over the next 5 to 6 days. For today, windy and clouds and some sun, some scattered snow showers, perhaps even some squalls. And then for tonight, looking for a leftover flurry or snow shower, otherwise mostly cloudy and breezy with lows into the upper teens. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, so stay alert here for the rest of the afternoon. Then for tomorrow, a little bit drier, clouds, some sun, and then heading into Saturday, a few flurries, few snow showers, and the opportunity for some light snow here as we head into Saturday night. Sunday, still some snow showers, Tom, and the Arctic air is back for Sunday into Monday. Will be into the 20s. So yeah, enjoy a little bit of that sun that we have right now because you can still see it pretty active here potentially this afternoon, and that Arctic air is still settling in here for later this weekend.
You're the bearer of bad news, but
yeah,
you know what?
I know.
We're not going to hold it against you.
I know. Hey, if you're going skiing though this weekend, you'll love it though.
Yeah.
Well,
Saturday
maybe a
looked
little
good.
cold, but
not
yeah.
that cold. Okay.
Yep.
Logan, thanks. And don't forget about the 12 days of streaming sweepstakes. You can download the 2822 Now app for free on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV. Launch the app, find the QR code, scan it, and enter your information to win some great prizes, including $1,500 in groceries from SureSave. Remember, you can only enter on the 2822 Now app, which is free to download and free to stream. An area university helping moms in need, what it's doing to help put them on a path to success. Now the program is changing lives, coming up. A university in Luzerne County is working to break cycles of poverty through a program on campus. News explains it's already helped families from near and far for a quarter century.
Misericordia University is the only school in the state to offer a university-based single mother residential program.
So they're looking at programs and opportunities like ours, and not only to get their college educations, but to get to a professional career where they can support themselves and their children as well.
Many of the women in the program leave situations of domestic violence or homelessness and go on to get college degrees and then a professional career. In Shelby McClendon's case, she was a young mother unsure of where she was headed.
Back where we were, we didn't really have access to all these things, and we weren't really in the best environment. It was a lot of chaos going on, so we just needed a fresh start.
McClendon and her 6-year-old daughter August found that fresh start here. They live in one of the program homes with another family while she works toward a degree in early childhood education.
I did a bachelor's degree, and that was something that I always wanted to do, but I was unsure of how to do that with a child. This helped me navigate this, so I was able to just say, what do you want out of life? What do you want to do? And your child is right next to you.
All of their textbooks and academic supplies are covered by the program. We also help them with a number of different types of needs that they might have. Basic needs, whether it's food, clothing. We're going to help them with all of their basic needs across the board.
Next year, McClendon will be the 50th graduate from the program. She will join a group of women who have become like family.
So when we watch them graduate, it's a personal experience. It's something where we're cheering them on. We're so happy to see them reach this pivotal goal in their lives.
It's not so unachievable, because this is very much achievable. You can definitely do it.
And that was Colby Hughes. Misericordia University does not just help single moms, it also has a Parent Pathways program accessible for all parents at or near the poverty level. We're coming right back with another look at your forecast.
All right, Tom. So rest of the day still looking for additional snow showers. We're already seeing some of those across our northern tier, and the potential still for some squalls as well. Highs will be into the upper 20s. So anything that falls on untreated surfaces will be slick and icy. And then for tomorrow, we're looking for at least clouds, some sun, highs near 30. Heading into the weekend Saturday, a few flurries, few snow showers, and potential for some light snow here as we get into Saturday night and Sunday morning. Highs on Saturday, lower 30s, mid 20s for Sunday. And then, Tom, slow warm up here as we get into the early to middle part of next week. But yeah, Sunday, Monday, pretty cold into the mid 20s.
I'm going to focus on that 38 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's better
than a week
away. Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Long way to go.
Logan, thank you. A record-setting Bruin Bagdad, PA. We'll show you to you when we come right back. Nearly 3,000 bears were taken by hunters in Pennsylvania this year, but there's one that's literally bigger than all the rest. 2822 Harrisburg reporter Dennis Owens shows us the Bruin that's considered a once-in-a-lifetime trophy.
ABC 27 producer Pat Bannister uses camera to shoot bears in his neighborhood. Such scenes are common, but for licensed hunters with rifles in Penn's woods, not so much.
Only about 2 to 3% of bear hunters will get a bear in a given license year.
About 2,800 bears were harvested this year, on average 180 pounds.
800-pound bears are rare, and they are literally a big deal.
Didn't know how big it was. All I could see was the top of its back, a little bit of its right side. But I was 100% sure it was a black bear.
And Beaver County's Nate Miller was 100% sure his 3 shots hit it in Butler County's Moraine State Park. Then came the thrill of an incredible kill.
I went to move the head, and that's when I knew, like, this thing's got a pumpkin for a head. Like, this is a good bear.
22-inch skull, 7'5" from nose to tail, an estimated 717 pounds. Biggest this year, one of the biggest ever in PA.
It's kind of starting to sink in that this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
There's been publicity, stories, interviews. Nate even heard the governor's office wants to talk to him. I'd like to say what to Jack Shapiro.
I don't even know who the guy is, but don't tell him that.
The social media buzz has been mostly positive, but critics are not hibernating. Some blasting Nate for pulling the trigger, which bothers him.
If it's not your way of life or you're against hunting, that's fine. Like, I have no problem with people's beliefs. You don't believe I should have shot the bear? Well, I don't believe some people should do what they do, but I don't, chase them down and harass them over it.
And the Game Commission play an important role
in managing wildlife populations and keeping wildlife in balance with their habitat and keeping those animals healthy.
Nathan's already had bear sloppy joes, but plans a nicer meal for the friends who helped him drag that big bear out of the woods.
We're all going for a steak dinner at Timber Creek in Grove City. It's a good restaurant.
Not a bear steak.
No, not a bear steak. We're getting good beef steaks there.
At the State Game Commission, I'm Dennis Owens.
And Gianna joins us now, but that is a whopper of a bear.
Right? You don't want to catch him in the woods, we said.
It was a good part of that story to show them dragging that out. It's one thing to take a 700-pound bear. It's another thing to get it out of the woods.
Drag him out of the woods, right? Well, from that bear to Stephen Colbert, a rare sit-down on the show with the host last night, Taylor Swift made her first in-person appearance. She talked about her favorite songs from her own catalog, which she reluctantly revealed was All Too Well. She also revealed that some details on her year, expressing gratitude to Travis Kelce and their engagement, calling him the love of her life. I have been seeing this all over, the quotes of how they, are doing now, what the relationship's been like recently. So we get a little tad bit of her every so often.
And we get the big release, right, of her Eras Tour show, documentary coming out on Disney Plus tomorrow. So look forward to that.
Big news.
Well, the co-chairs for the 2026 Met Gala have been announced. Beyonce, Venus Williams, Nicole Kidman, and Anna Wintour will head the gala coming up in May. Beyonce takes a role with the gala for the first time since serving as honorary chair in 2013. Venus will co-chair 7 years after her younger sister Serena did the same thing. And Nicole Kidman has served twice before. The museum also announced a host committee that includes Sabrina Carpenter and Sam Smith. Always a big event coming up in May.
Say, look at all the powering women.
Yep.
All right, well, fans of A Christmas Story can now spend the night in the house where the movie was filmed. The 1983 holiday classic was filmed in Cleveland. The home became a designated landmark back in 2006, and since then was welcomed more than 1 million visitors. Guests will find movie-inspired decor like the famous leg lamp and a Red Ryder BB gun, complete with 1940s-era furnishings. It can accommodate up to 6 people, and bookings start at $545 per night. I was at this house a couple months ago when I went to the Cleveland game. That I was there for football with Cincinnati, and really neat to see this up close in person.
Does the inside of the house actually match what the Hollywood set is like? I know the house does, but like
I was able
inside.
to give a little peek in. Tom, I didn't go in. But for what I could see, yes.
Books
It
on.
was really neat to see the amount of people that were just pulling up at a random hour.
People love that movie.
Yeah, check it out. Pretty cool.
All right, let's go to check out our forecast. Logan's with us now. That's not one of your favorites, I know.
No, I've seen it a few times. It's on
Not
the
on
lower.
the top 10 list.
And
for
don't they run that like on TNT, like all Christmas Day, like back to back to
like
back?
24 hours. Yeah, no, I've seen it a few times. Not the biggest fan of it. I think there's other movies that are certainly
better,
a lot
sure.
higher
Agree
up.
with
But
you.
yeah, still classic though. Look at the radar right now. You can still see we have a few flurries, few snow showers out there. No snow squall warnings yet, but we still will be looking for the potential for some snow squalls here this afternoon. We already had a few of those earlier today, especially in two parts of central Pennsylvania. We've caught a little bit of a break with a few peaks of sunshine as well. Overall, though, for a wider picture, though, you can see the lake effect activity really kicking up here today, stretching all the way from New England down to Pennsylvania and even West Virginia and Ohio is where we still have some lake effect activity this morning. Temperatures currently at 27, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 22 for Mount Pocono, 32 for Lehighton, and right now at 29 for Williamsport. And those winds have certainly been a little bit gusty out there. We have sustained winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Some of those gusts potentially 25 to even 35 miles per hour. Tom and Gianna will talk more about how things trend here for the rest of the day and how much we'll expect out of these snow showers and squalls and what the weekend's looking like. Full forecast in just a few minutes.
Did see a little bit of sunshine out there. That made me smile.
Yeah,
Peeking through.
pretty nice. Yep.
Logan, thanks. New York getting ready to celebrate Hanukkah, and they're doing it in the biggest way possible.
The world's largest menorah sits just outside Central Park, and that's where Kristen Cole takes us.
Standing 36 feet tall, this 4,000-pound steel menorah has been a beacon of light and the holiday at celebrations here on Grand Army Plaza since 1977. It was important in the 1970s for the Lubavitch Youth Organization as a way to encourage public celebrations of the Jewish Festival of Lights. Thousands came to celebrate that first lighting, and ever since, with many families making it an annual tradition.
It's just awesome to show my kids for the past 15 years, bring them here, the spirit of New York, especially on this festive holiday, for not just Jews, but for really everyone.
The original menorah at Grand Army Plaza was eventually replaced in the 80s with this new design in 2006, certified by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest. Its height is the maximum allowable under Jewish law to ensure all can truly. Each night of the lighting includes live music, traditional Hanukkah foods and activities, and remembrance is so very much a part of these celebrations.
My grandparents were Holocaust survivors, and it is especially meaningful tonight, the Festival of Lights, when we light the menorah. In today's day, more than ever, we must never forget, and we must teach the new generation how important it is to never forget. And the light of the menorah is something that helps us spread that message.
New York is home to the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, and this inclusive celebration is meant to encourage all to mark the festive holiday, showcasing light and liberty. This year, it will be lit every night from Sunday, December 14th through December 21st.
And that, of course, this Sunday.
Yep.
Smartphones are now everywhere, even in the hands of kids, though studies show it could be harming them.
A worldwide movement is now fighting back. More on the parents trying to give them free childhood when we return.
deserve it.
Some parents in the UK have sparked a global movement to keep kids off smartphones and spread dozens of countries, including the U.S.
Lake Henry has the story.
Knowing how to be with yourself.
Freedom for parents Daisy Greenwell and Joe Ryrie means looking up here instead of down on their phones.
How old were your kids when? I guess when the kids in my daughter's class started getting phones, they were 8. She was 8 years old.
Greenwell was alarmed, facing a growing body of research suggesting smartphone use damages mental health in young people. So she posted on Instagram, asking, what if we could switch the norm and unite for a smartphone-free childhood?
That post went viral and thousands of parents joined the group overnight. And within a couple of weeks, there were smartphone-free childhood groups in every county.
Join us in this global movement.
A year later, the grassroots campaign had gone global, with a chapter in 39 countries.
Hey, kiddo.
Including in America, where this cautionary ad was made.
There's a box in the corner over there with all the pornographic material that's ever been made in the world. I'm trusting you not to look in there, okay?
Okay.
The group asks parents to sign a pact to delay getting your child a smartphone until at least 14 and social media until 16.
This isn't an anti-tech movement. This is a pro-childhood movement.
Many young people who grew up with that unrestricted access are now cautioning others and turning back to so-called dumb phones. Sales of phones without internet are up 150% among Gen Z.
Just makes it a lot easier for families to say, okay, we're going to just wait a few more years. We're going to get a brick phone in the meantime. It's not that hard. We can do this.
Together, getting kids offline.
Good way to be. Get off of the phones, right?
Your parents made you wait a long time for your phone, right?
About 16, 17 years old until I had the first one.
You're a better person for it, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
We like to think, Tom. We're coming right back. Another look at your forecast.
In Walmart.
Welcome back, everyone. On this Thursday morning, we've had a shine this morning, which has been nice, but still cold, though, as those winds have been out of the west-northwest and keeping those temperatures pretty much into the 20s. A live look right now from our Pottsville camera. You can kind of see it shaking, though, as the winds have certainly been a little bit gusty here over the past several hours. As we look at satellite, you can certainly see more clouds here off to our north and west. So we'll look for generally clouds, few peaks of sun to win out here for the rest of the afternoon and into the early evening. Radar showing we have some flurries, some snow showers across our northern tier right now. even into parts of central Pennsylvania, and still some of those trying to sneak a little bit farther south and east, but generally looking for more of those additional snow showers to continue to move from northwest to southeast today. You can really see the lake effect activity picking up as we've gone throughout really most of the morning, and that will continue right into the afternoon and even try to give us the opportunity to see a little bit of snow as well. 27 for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 22 for Mount Pocono, 32 for Lehighton, 30 for Lewisburg, and upper 20s currently in Lock Haven. Those winds sustained right now anywhere from around 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it has been windy, and some of those gusts right now anywhere between 25 to 35 miles per hour. So remaining windy for the rest of the day and still a bit breezy here for tonight. So look for the opportunity for scattered off and on snow showers here this afternoon and into this evening. The potential still there, which is why we're on weather alert today for snow squalls. And generally, if you do get that snow shower or two, most of the accumulations would be between a dusting or a coating. But if you do get under one of the heavier bands or a squall, you will have the opportunity for isolated areas to get up maybe an inch or two of additional snowfall. Still, with these brief whiteout conditions, temperatures into the 20s, any untreated surfaces and roadways could turn pretty slick and icy pretty quickly. So be mindful of that here for rapidly changing conditions out on the roadways today. You can see with Futurecast, things have been pretty quiet, but we will look for more snow showers and squalls to drop through here as we go into the afternoon and evening time frame. Some of those could certainly produce a brief period for some heavier snow, but then we'll look for things to kind of taper off here by this evening, and then for tonight, maybe still left with a flurry or snow shower, but overall won't be as widespread as what we're seeing here this afternoon. So Futurecast showing for Friday, we'll have a weak disturbance to our south. Overall clouds, some sun for our region here for tomorrow. So have sneak in a dry day tomorrow, which will be good. As we get into Saturday, a clipper to our north, we'll look for some flurries, some snow showers here, but then also watching this piece of energy that's going to drop through here as we get into Saturday night and into Sunday. And still some uncertainty to see if where exactly this is going to set up. Right now, thinking more Philly, New York will probably get at least a few inches of snow out of this, but we could still be clipped with at least some minor snowfall here for Saturday night into Sunday. And temperatures certainly cold enough, so anything that falls would stick. And then for Sunday, looking for some flurries, some snow showers here on the backside of the system. Every single day that we've had for the month of December has been below average for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. So we've had temperatures stuck into the 20s and 30s, average highs still typically into the lower 40s for this point in December. Northern Tier 30 for Tunkhannock, 25 for LaPorte for the Poconos this afternoon, 24 for Moscow, 33 for Stroudsburg, Jim Thorpe at 32. Southern Tier also upper 20s to near 30, 30 for Tremont, Shamokin at 29. For the Susquehanna River Valley, upper 20s, lower 30s as well. And our Valley City high temperature is pretty much into the upper 20s. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. For tomorrow, though, we'll dry out, clouds, some sun, and then for highs near 30. And then heading into Saturday, looking for some flurries and some snow showers, and even the potential for some light snow here for Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Still some leftover flurries and snow showers, Tom and Gianna, for Sunday, Monday. Once again, back to the bitter cold here. Temperatures only for highs will be into the mid-20s. So, yeah, certainly has been an active start to December, and we're looking for that snow squall potential once again for this afternoon. So keep that in mind. Even though we have some sun out there this morning, things can certainly change for the second half of today.
That's for sure.
We are staying optimistic.
Yep.
Thank you. From the song Bad Guy to the big screen, Billie Eilish taking your tour to the theaters.
And a supernatural surprise in tonight's episode of Ghost on WYOU. Gwen Baumgardner has your eye on entertainment.
It's a show known for its mystery, humor, and the supernatural. Tonight, television series Ghost will reveal a long-held secret by character Alberta Haynes, a Prohibition-era jazz singer.
You guys were right to call me out. I was becoming way too obsessed with Alberta.
He's not the first, and he won't be the last.
Alberta is portrayed by actress Danielle Pinnock, who shared her appreciation for the show's writers through this 5th season.
When I think about how plus-size Black women are portrayed on TV, I am so grateful to be in this show because they are showing that we are fully dimensional characters, fully realized humans. We have lives, we have romances as well too, and so I think that's also a part of not only Alberta's evolution, but mine as well as an artist as well.
A new episode of Ghosts airs tonight on CBS and is available to stream on Paramount Plus. Singer Billie Eilish is following in the footsteps of Taylor Swift and Beyoncé by bringing her world tour to theaters. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour live in 3D, heads to theaters in immersive film, is directed by Eilish and Academy Award winner James Cameron.
Are you ready?
Singer Charli XCX is also expanding her talents to the big screen, taking her nights of Hero. She's using social media to give fans a behind-the-scenes look. The film is labeled a historical fantasy romance.
Well, need a friendly ear to listen to? Why not to go to Grandma?
No one said it has to be your own grandma. The grandma's living love and kindness to anyone who needs it when we return.
A holiday season visit to Grandma, not your actual grandma in this case, but the Grandma Stand in Texas.
Omar Villafranca takes us there.
Nestled between the booths and shops in downtown McKinney, Texas.
So what does the sign say? What does that sign?
What's bringing you joy?
Okay.
There's one stand, the Grandma Stand, giving away something you can't put a price on. Today, Grandma Nancy Lira is ready to chat with anyone about anything.
I'm so happy I met all of you.
The conversations happening here are opportunities to make new friends and practice the lost art of listening.
Life is looking pretty good right now.
The booth is staffed by a rotation of 3 grandmas, no appointment needed.
Grandmas are non-judgmental. We're loving people as a rule. And it's just nice sometimes to be able to talk to someone that you can feel a connection with.
Those conversations with strangers range from cordial to confessional.
I lost my pet, to I lost my grandma, to my basketball team lost last night. If there's a choice of being unkind or be kind, choose kindness.
Proving that people everywhere can always use a little love from Grandma.
Love you.
What a great idea.
And speaking of grandmas, it is my grandmother's birthday, 98 years old
98
today.
years
Tom.
young.
We can only wish we can live to her age.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I know you're watching. We'll be right back.
There's always a great PA Live coming up 3 o'clock today, and here's Chris with more.
You know, Logan, people listened to your forecast yesterday.
Yeah.
And our friends, we all see on 2822 News when they say report it, send us your snow photos.
Yeah.
Well, this was a photo sent in from Tucker 10, Addison age 13, and Little Sophia 3. They proudly built a towering 7-foot
Oh my gosh.
snowman in their mountaintop backyard. So their snowy giant stood tall against that winter sky last night, a perfect symbol of their teamwork and excitement. So definitely just encouraging even more 2822 viewers and PA Live viewers to use that feature.
Yeah.
Because we utilize those photos throughout our newscast.
We don't know his name yet. We're going to call him Frosty. Luckily, Frosty will be able to stick around for a little bit.
Not melty anytime soon. Tom, I know you're anxious to get home and start building a snowman too, right?
It's not going to happen.
With that 7-footer there.
One last check of the forecast. Still snow showers, even some squalls here for today. Tomorrow, clouds, some sun, and then once again some snow shower activity and some light snow here heading into this weekend. Cold Sunday and Monday. Yeah, Frosty's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm building snowman.
Are you saying it's going to even get taller with snow tonight?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Quickly to grow.